This is a Ford Mustang, one of the most popular American sports cars you can buy, and most of them have a V8 under the hood.
But this one comes with a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine.
In this episode, we want to see if we can make this automatic Ecoboost Mustang faster than an exotic for only a grand total of $16,000. Today, we're going to see how fast we can make this Ford Mustang.
We got nitrous,
We've got custom suspension,
we have a proper set of drag wheels and tires.
and a ton more. Let's get to building so we can hit the drag strip.
Let's go!
Here is how we plan to tackle this project. First up, we're gonna install new suspension on this car. Next, we're gonna add an exhaust system. Third, we're gonna add fueling and nitrous. And lastly, wheels, tires, and a drag prep, including an alignment and quarter balancing. So let's get to work. I've got all the suspension laid out on the table for the Ecoboost. Let's take a look at what we got here. Starting on the rear, we have adjustable Whiteline rear toe arms for the car, as well as a Whiteline sway bar. We also have a set of BC Racing BR Series coilovers. This is where the majority of our adjustments going to be, is in the damp settings and the ride height settings. So we can raise and lower the car. This is going to help with weight transfer, and damping adjustments on the shock is going to allow us to soften or stiffen the rear of the car depending on what the tire is doing, depending on what the car is doing. So this is critical for getting this car out of the hole on a really nice launch with our new set of drag tires. So let's get this on the car. Upgrading the suspension is a crucial part of drag racing. Although these BC BR coilovers are meant for the street, we're gonna see how well they perform at the drag strip. Remember, we're trying to see if this car can be faster than an exotic, but with a budget. A well-tuned suspension ensures that the tires on this Mustang will maintain contact with the track, reducing our wheel spin and improving our 60-foot. Front suspension is 100% installed and dialed in. We're gonna move on to the rear now. We're gonna take the sway bar out first because it's gonna make it much easier to get the factory suspension off. We are also going to remove the toe links as well, since we're replacing them with an upgraded version by Whiteline. By removing these, it will make it much easier to get the stock springs out of the car.
We're good. See, easy bit. The Whiteline adjustable toe arms are next. So let's put them on. Here you go, Quinn.
Another essential part for drag racing are the rear toe links and the rear sway bar. Upgrading these will improve the rear end stability and control during hard launches. The sway bar will help reduce body roll, keeping the car way more planted and balanced, which is what we absolutely need to make this thing do a solid number while we're at the drag strip. Rear suspension is done, brother. You ready?
Yeah.
What are we doing next?
Full of bars. What if my hair gets bad?
Stay. Only 8.
Comment below if you can beat Rickie in a pull-up
One-handed
contest.
Oh. No, that's a whole nother game.
Double entries are live right now for 1 week only to win our Eclipse GSX plus a check for $20,000. And this car is freaking sick. We built this Eclipse for the SEMA show in 2021, so let me show you what we got. I built this Ford G63 to make 650 at the crank. We've also got a race transmission in it. This thing is wide body, it's got huge wheels, Willwood brakes, and Falken tires. It's got the biggest APR wing I've ever seen. We've got 2 NOS bottles in the back. One is for nitrous, the other is for the air suspension. This thing's got a set of Sparco seats, harnesses, and a full interior full of custom stuff, including a roll cage. We've got a carbon fiber hood and a ton of carbon fiber all around the whole car. Massive intercooler out front, and of course it's got the classic Kawasaki green paint job with the Fast and Furious livery on it. We give away a lot of cars here at Throtl, you guys know that, but this one is really special to everyone here, including myself. This is the first car I ever built for SEMA. This was my first SEMA car. So this car's taken me a lot of places. I learned a lot building this car, and I'm excited to hand the keys to one of you guys. I hope you take care of it. Good luck and get entered. Let's get back to the episode. This table right here is what's gonna make our Ecoboost fast. We've got a wet nitrous kit by NOS. This thing is gangster. What's gonna be really cool about this kit is we've got this is by Nitrous Outlet. This is a throttle body spacer for the nitrous jets. So this is gonna make this entire kit literally bolt on to the Ecoboost, which is awesome. Of course, we've got the standard kit. We've got fueling solenoids and nitrous solenoids because this is a wet kit, so we have to tap into the fuel system. All the wiring, all the relays we need to make it work, and we've got 4 sets of spark plugs here. Why do we need those, Rickie?
Because this is a V16 Ecoboost.
No, because when you run nitrous, you start cooking plugs, and we need to have spares on hand in case things start.
All right, so when you tune nitrous, we make a pass, and usually we have to take the spark plugs out and show the tuner. In some cases, we go a little bit too heavy on the tune, and what it does starts melting the spark plugs. So in that case, we have spares to replace them.
We've got
It's just for tuning. We got plenty to tune. It shouldn't take this much.
We're also gonna be upgrading the fuel system. So this is an Extreme DI high pressure fuel pump. This is gonna flow massively more fuel than the stock fuel pump will. That's in the engine, which is awesome. We need this because we're going E85. It's gonna help us make much more power, especially when we're running nitrous. Bam! This table right here is gonna make the difference for this Mustang, so let's get this stuff on. I'm gonna start by getting our nitrous plate in the engine, and then from there, we're gonna start working on the high pressure fuel pump. Let's get into it. This nitrous plate makes installing a nitrous kit onto the Ecoboost engine a simple bolt-on affair, which is perfect. We just need to tap into the fuel system because this is a wet kit. Well, that was the fuel line, so if this doesn't work, we're cooked. The car's done. I'm softening up the plastic hard line with heat and pressing it onto the fitting. When this thing cools off, it'll be held on with a set of clamps. Because we're going E85 on this car, we need way more fuel flow, and this Extreme DI high pressure fuel pump will get us exactly where we need to be to run E85 on this thing properly. Lastly, I just need to make a mount and prep our new nitro solenoids to go in the car. Both of our nitro solenoids are done and mounted. Let's get them in the Mustang. We're gonna jet this thing for a 50 shot to start, and then we're gonna slowly up the jet size until it blows up, or we go fast, whichever comes first. These right here are nitrous jets. These are orifice size, and the changes depending on how much fuel flow or nitrous flow you want. This is what gives us the range from having 35 horsepower up to 400 horsepower. These two jets right here are gonna give us about 50 horsepower worth of nitrous. So when we say we're gonna up the jetting, we're gonna change these out to bigger orifices to allow more nitrous and more fuel in. So this is gonna give us 50, then we'll go to 100 and keep rising to increase the power. So let's get these in, baby. We're gonna install our purge solenoid. This is gonna go right on the back here like this. And then when you see all the nitrous cars that are like, that's what this is for. Mechanically, the nitrous system is 100% complete. We just need to wire it, so we're gonna get off the lift to make it easier. And also, this is the first time we're gonna see this thing on the ground with the coilovers on it. Looks pretty good, brother. Looks pretty good. We are wiring the nitrous to a wide open pedal switch and a hand button, so you need to be full throttle and holding the button for nitrous to work. This will prevent nitrous from being injected into the motor when it's not at full throttle, which can blow this engine. All right, I heard just a bunch of clicking noises over here. What you got? What you got? Show me.
You ready?
Woo! Hold
right.
on. Oh, hold on. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Switch. Now we got power, purge, lights working. And remember, full throttle has to be on in order for this to work. And it's working.
We got nitrous solenoids hooked up and clicking. We got purges routed. We got nitrous going into the motor. We got buttons on the inside. We got a bottle in the back. That means nitrous is done.
Nitrous is done.
Next up, we're gonna be installing a Diablosport Trinity. This Diablosport Trinity is the ticket to making tuning this Ecoboost super easy. We have a Diablosport in our Hellcat Swap Viper that's making well over 1,000 horsepower, so I know this thing is more than capable of handling this Ecoboost. Installing it is beyond easy, and it will allow us to data log, install tunes, and make adjustments to the tune quickly and easily. All right, we've uploaded our tune. Our stock tune is now on the Diablosport. I'm gonna send that tune to the guys over at Diablosport for an E85 tune, and we're gonna move into the exhaust. Let's keep going. Next up, we have a Magnaflow Catback street exhaust system for the Ecoboost. We're gonna be pushing a lot more power than the stock exhaust system was designed for, and that's why we need this. So this is gonna allow us to get more exhaust out of the exhaust system, better flow, and it's gonna also sound better, which is awesome. We've got 2.5-inch stainless steel tubing and some beautiful chrome 4.5-inch exhaust tips on this thing. I'm excited to get this on. I'm excited to hear it. You ready?
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
Rickie and I are gonna knock this exhaust system out. Let's keep going, baby. Sheesh. Looks like a Puerto Rican Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Let's get to the chopper.
Get in the Mustang. Yeah, grab it before I drop it.
Oh my God. This is leaking, first of all.
Yep.
Second of all, I'm gonna get freaking junctivitis looking at this shit. I'm gonna get...
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds funny.
I don't know, but it looks gross.
So our exhaust system comes straight from here, passes all of this, and it white pipes right here.
Deleting this entire
deleting
thing
this.
is gone. This is gonna be all straight pipe, so it's gonna sound quite a bit better.
Yeah,
quite a bit
sure.
louder too, which is gonna be awesome.
All right, I got this high. You ready?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, let's go.
It's like a BMW.
That's what I'm talking about.
We are gonna start with the mid pipe, which is gonna be this wide looking thing, which is gonna go for where our catalytic converter is, and then we'll work ourselves all the way to the rear of the car.
This Magnaflow exhaust was a breeze to install, fit perfectly, and looks incredible. Ricky and I had the system on the car in about 20 minutes. Now that the exhaust system is completed, we can continue with our Mustang build, and we will show you guys the first start once this thing is tuned. It is time for wheels. We have Weld performance wheels here. These are both Laguna. This is a street wheel. This is a drag wheel. 17 by 10 in the back, 18 by 8 in the front. We're gonna test fit them on the car and then get some tires on them. What makes this a drag wheel besides the wheel specs themselves is the fact that this wheel has a knurled bead seat. If you look in here, there are ridges. These will bite into the bead pack of the tire and keep it from spinning on the wheel, which is really cool. Whereas if you look at a normal street wheel, it doesn't have the knurling there. It's nice and smooth where the bead pack sits on the wheel. So that's typical. Every street wheel is set up this way except for the drag ones. That's what makes them different, and I can't wait to see it on the car.
All right, let's get them test fitted on the car.
Oh yeah. Clears the brakes. Ooh, offset looks money too. See what you got, Ricky?
I got smaller wheels, I got 17s. And it does fit.
Fits proper. Oh, offset's money too.
Oh dude, it fits perfectly.
All right, let's get some rubber on these.
For the front tire setup, we're gonna be running a Falken FK 510 235 4018s. Quinn, what do we have for the rear?
Of course, we're running a drag wheel. We need a drag tire. We've got a Mickey Thompson ET Street R. This is a 305 45 17. This is a road legal tire, but this is as drag race spec as you can get for a road legal tire. This is gonna give us the good 60 foot we need to make this Mustang fast.
Quinn done talking? You done talking?
Come on. Mounting slicks are like the easiest tires to put on because they're unbelievably soft. Makes it really easy. I don't even need a tire on. I just like push it around with my hand. It's so nice.
Bro, these things zero out with no weights whatsoever.
What does that mean for all those that don't know?
That means that is a perfectly made wheel with a perfectly made tire. Look at that, insane.
It's been a long time since we've seen a double zero like that.
Okay, well. Jesus Christ.
You gotta edit that so it's like sick. That is it, dude. That's the look. That looks freaking gangster. This thing on the ground with some meats like that. You ready for this, Ricky?
Yeah!
Dude, this thing looks sick.
It looks really good. I'm really eager to see what it feels like with a 4-banger turbo with a lot of nitrous going through it.
Oh, it looks sick! Oh, it looks so sick! So the boys at Diablosport just hit us back with the E85 tune, so we're gonna load this on here, drain the tank, get E85 in this thing, and we should have a running Ecoboost again. Let's go, let's do it. We're tuned, we just need the 85 in the tank, baby. Next up, we are going to be corner balancing the Mustang. Now this single-handedly, for all the drag cars we've set up, has made the biggest improvement as far as track times go. What these are scales. So we're going to put one on each corner of the car, set the weight of the car on the scales, and it's going to tell us where the weight is and where we need to change everything. So right now, It is 3,600 pounds as it is.
This is almost even all the way around. Oh my God.
That's pretty good for factory.
This is almost 50-50.
That's pretty good. So what we need to get is essentially 60-40. The first thing we're gonna do is add another 5 gallons of fuel to top off the tank essentially and get the rear bias a little bit better. Yep. And then from there, we'll start adjusting the coilovers to get some, I think we're probably gonna have to lift the front end of the car. We'll probably have to raise it to get a little bit more tilt out of it, and then we'll start adding weight to the back.
We just added 5 gallons of fuel and 175 pounds of lead. What do we got?
So we're at 26-25 rear, so we've got a rear bias now. So we're gonna raise this front corner 1/2 inch and see what it does to the bias. Ah, raising it made it worse.
Okay.
So we need to lower that corner and raise this corner. This is probably pushing it into the ground harder now. So we did exactly the opposite of what we should have done.
All right, final numbers.
We got 52% rear, 48% front. So the nice thing is that we have almost identical left to right in the rear, which is perfect, which is exactly what we need. We also just had something else show up for this car. Let me grab the box. We got a Turbo Smart blow-off valve here, brother. This thing's gonna make all the cool noises. So let's change the plugs out and get this thing installed. Ecoboost drag build is done. There's only one thing left to do, Ricky. Fire it up, hear the blow-off valve, hear the new exhaust system.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Bro, you can actually hear it now. Okay. Oh. Oh man. This does not sound like a Mustang. That's crazy. Yo, that sounds good. Yo, the exhaust sounds good too. Yo, sounds really good. This is an import for sure. Yeah, sounds like an import.
When I came out, I thought that someone pulled up. Like, I did not expect it to be this car.
How's it look?
How cool, bro. How cool is this?
Dude, it looks sick. The drag wheel and tire makes such a big difference. As far as looks goes, it's a huge difference. It looks rad, dude. This thing's gonna be fun.
2-day drag build or what? See how fast it is.
Come on, boy! Let's go, baby! Wow, this thing is slow, man. We got a lot of work to do.
Stock Mustang, not so fast.
Definitely not the fastest thing we've brought here. In fact, it's probably the slowest thing we've ever brought here.
10.12 in the 8th mile. Let's have them do a couple laps and we'll average, and that will be the baseline. Yeah,
so best of three.
Best of 3, that'll be our baseline for where does a stock EcoBoost Mustang live.
10-1-2.
10-12?
Yes. Let's see if you can get into 9s, dog.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get it. It kind of skated a little bit, so maybe I'll play with the launch a little bit better. We're going to feather the throttle off the line. I'm going to do the same leave, but I'm going to let out as soon as it starts moving, and then we'll get a better 60 foot out of it. Get me in the 9s, come on! The whole shot wasn't that much better. Letting off and letting it grip up and then back on it was way better. That worked so much better. Hoping that was in the 9s. If the first pass was 10-12, I'm gonna guess like a 9-8.
10.78. We'll give them 1 or 2 more laps. We'll take that average, and then it's time to start turning things up, get the new wheel and tires on, and then start adding some nitrous.
986 on the 3rd run. That's his best run of the 3. That's good. That's the best run yet. 973 is going to get us really close to a 10.08 mile, which is on stock setup is pretty good. Not bad. Not great, but not bad.
10.1.
Okay.
So that's our baseline. 10.1 in the 8th. Now it's time to turn things up a bit.
Not bad. Let's make this thing fast. How's it going?
I'm just in the back like, okay. I don't even know how to do an average. Yeah! You're supposed to be our hype. That's the truth.
Yeah, let's go! Yeah! All right, we made the pass with the stock wheels, but now we put the slicks on it. Now let's see what this car can actually do.
Oh, this is gonna be way better. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh yeah, there we go. That's way better. Yes, that felt great. Let's see what's at. Yes, this thing leaves so freaking good. Oh my God, the 60 foot felt great.
I know, off the bat, first run. It
Tires
didn't
are still
spin.
cold.
I know, didn't even spin, that thing just hooked up.
Yeah.
What a difference.
One more round's gonna get faster now.
Proper wheels and tires, basically a second. An entire
Yeah,
second in the 8th mile.
Bobby, that was awesome.
No, the 60 foot felt sick, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy what a difference tires can make.
Yes, 9-0.
All right, Queenie boy, what happened?
What do you mean what happened?
You
What
ran a
about-
9-1. You came from a 9-0 to a 9-1.
Yeah, teaser how. We just did 2 back-to-back passes. The car feels great, dude. The 60 foot feels insane.
Really?
But as soon as it gets out of the 60 foot, it doesn't like fall off its face, but it just doesn't have a lot of power, so there's not much I can do.
It's just
I'm
lack of
flat.
power.
When I leave the line, I'm flat. It doesn't spin, it just hooks and it goes.
Let's do one more run on this to get that consistent baseline, but it's been very consistent, 9-0, 9-1, so let's get one more, and we'll start turning up with the new Diablosport Tuner.
Yep. It feels really good though. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Give me an 8-9. Come on, brother.
9.11 is the average, so almost a second.
Exactly
Yeah,
a
that's
second
gnarly.
So now we're gonna go send a log to Diablosport, get this thing ready for nitrous. I just uploaded our tune onto the Diablosport. This tune is safe for up to 150 shots. We're gonna throw this in, we're gonna start with a 50, then go for 100, see how fast the car is, and maybe we'll end the day on a 150 shot. I don't know if that motor can take it, but we're gonna find out. All right, we ready?
Yep. All right, Quinn.
You want me to close the trunk?
Good luck. Have fun. 50 shot.
50 shot, we're
Let's
good
do
for a
it.
50. Let's see if we can make it fast.
Let's go.
Here goes nothing, boys. Come on, boy.
Hey, no way that made a difference. 8-8 at 82 miles per
No
hour.
way, we're in the
Yeah.
8s, baby. Sick. That's cool.
Did it feel any different though?
A
Did it
little
feel
bit,
good?
a little
It
bit,
did.
yeah. It felt a little bit peppier.
So after every nitrous pass, you really want to check the spark plugs to make sure they're not melting. You can have a lot of detonation with nitrous, so it's just common practice to check it very frequently. And if they are bad or melting, you got to make some parameter changes or changes within the tune to ensure that you don't blow up your car. So it's kind of like a slow and steady thing. And Rickie just checked it. It looks good. So we're gonna go out for a couple more passes on the 50 shot. We'll check it probably one more time, and then we'll upgrade to the 100 shot jets. And then it's gonna get spicy because that's pretty serious. 100 horsepower from nitrous.
Pretty badass.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Come on, baby, give me the power. Got an 8.7, baby, let's go. Oh yeah, I feel it, yep. Oh, it feels really good. Come on, boy. Woohoo!
8-4.
All right, so the average now with a 50 shot of nitrous is 8.75.
8.75. I'll
All
take
right?
it.
So now it's time to turn it up to 100.
Here we go, 100 shot. Oh, I hear it. Oh, it sounds different. It feels faster. I don't think the transmission was a fan of that one. It kind of sounded like it was doing some weird stuff, but I definitely heard the motor. The motor definitely sounded different, and the car felt a bit faster.
All right, Queenie, talk to me, boy. 9-0.
I know, it felt good. I don't think the transmission likes the nitrous.
That's what we were saying.
The transmission started shifting kind of weird and doing some...
Yeah.
Felt like it was slipping, like converter slip. Like it almost flared on two of the gear shifts. But the motor definitely sounded different. Like I could hear it audibly when I hit the nitrous. I don't know. The power felt good though. It was just the transmission was not happy.
Still looks good.
All right, 902 again at 84.5 mile an hour, which I think that's our highest mile an hour, but definitely not our fastest time. So something's still going on with the car.
So I had it in sport mode, and as soon as I let off, it kind of like bogged down and then came back online. So I've been running it in normal mode. I wanted to put it in sport mode to see if it would change that, and it seems to have made it worse. So I'm gonna try it again in normal mode.
Okay.
And get the launch right. Oh, it feels good. Transmission's working the way it should. That's what I'm talking about. That's gonna be the fastest pass yet, baby. Let's go. That felt really good. That felt really good. Yeah, 828. That felt like the best pass.
Okay, so what did you do different?
I had it in normal mode.
So
I had it in normal mode, and I kind of feathered it a little bit. So like I'm leaving hard on the line, but as soon as it starts moving, I'm backing out and getting back on it. I felt it hook up, and I hit the nitrous as soon as it hit 35, and it just... So I think sport and track mode just is trying to keep it at high RPM all the time. It doesn't shift. I think normal mode shifts way better. Come on, baby.
Consistent at 86. The average for the 100 shot, 8.3 seconds.
I'm impressed, dude. I did not think these cars, like with stock setups, could be set up like this.
I know, it's
pretty impressive. It's actually really
two
impressive.
seconds faster than a stock one.
Yeah.
So
really good, actually.
Before we go to the 150 shot, we thought that now would be a good time to race this Mustang here, Quinn's Supercharged Mustang on street tires, and then I called him out too in the M3. So we're gonna race the M3 against the Ecoboost, and then last but not least, Rickie's Miata Kart. Yeah, he's gonna race the Ecoboost. And then if it all survives, we're gonna try the 150 shot as the grand finale and see if we can get into the 7s with this car. I think it's attainable.
All right, let me get predictions for who's gonna win the race, Ecoboost or the GT.
It's my car, so I'm gonna say the GT.
Ecoboost.
Ecoboost, dude.
GT, and then Ecoboost, you do the 150.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
All right.
I'm going with the 4-banger.
This is my daily driver. It's a 5.0 Mustang that we built on the channel about 7 months ago. We did a ton of Anderson Composites carbon bits. We've got an Edelbrock supercharger, American Racing wheels, Falken tires, BC coilovers, Whiteline sway bars, and an AWE exhaust system. Now, this is a street car. We've got a street tire on it, and it's a manual transmission. So hopefully the big tire Ecoboost with nitrous can be faster than this, but we're gonna find out.
You loser! Oh, Queen, you loser! All that V8 supercharged stuff means nothing.
Quinn ran at 885, and the Ecoboost with Rickie behind the wheel ran at 844. I will say that's a great time by Rickie for his first drive in the car. Mile an hour was definitely in Quinn's favor. Obviously, he's got twice the horsepower. So top end of the track, this is a quarter mile. Quinn would have probably caught him, no problem. But 8th mile, baby.
Nice job, Rickie. First time out there, 8.4
Really?
to 8.8.
Oh,
You were coming quick though.
God, that thing is quick, bro. He just went like this. He went, boop, and then that was it. He stayed right there the whole time.
Dude, it took off, and I was like, oh my god, this thing is actually fast.
So this is my 2023 BMW M3. This car is fairly stock. We have a set of Öhlins coilovers, some Falken tires, but this car is a manual transmission. We do have an AWE Catback exhaust. We've got Piper Cross air intakes and a stock tune. So we also have a CSF heat exchanger and CSF oil cooler down there just to keep the temps down. But from like a power adder perspective, we just have the intakes and the exhaust. That's it. But overall, awesome car, a lot of fun, but I do have the challenge of driving a manual transmission. So Quinn's got the automatic and it should be pretty fun. I'll give these guys a run for their money today.
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me.
That was like dead even.
It was.
Dead even. I spun on the launch.
So I don't know if you can see in the footage, but when I shifted in the second gear, my car was just walking to the side. So I had to lay out for a second. But man, that was fun. It was dead even.
But around 8.7?
Yeah. Well, you're 2-0 right now. Yeah. The Ecoboost is 2-0.
Did the Ecoboost win it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up,
No way.
the final boss.
The most unreliable car in the fleet. This is my MB Miata, and this thing is a bit different. As you can see, I built a Miata car behind me. This thing has a 13-bit swap. This actually comes out of a 1995 RX-7. In this case, I put it on this Miata. It has a big old turbo, custom intercooler piping, radiator, oil coolers. It has everything you need to make this thing go fast. And actually does. This thing has 500 horsepower to the wheels. It's been dyno multiple times. It should be reliable, which is the last dyno session last night. This thing is gonna be a fast machine, and I can't wait to race against the Mustang.
That thing is spinning the whole way down. It sounds insane. Oh my God, 92. That car's fast. If Rickie had a proper setup on there from a tire perspective, he'd probably run into the sevens. So the Ecoboost goes 3-0. Now, it's time for a 150 shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, let's go!
8.08 at 88. That's the fastest run of the day. It's gonna get a 7.9, I know it.
Woo, that thing freaking books with a 150 in it. Feels really good. Feels really good. That's the fastest this car's ever been. What was the trap? 88, almost 90? It's pretty good, man.
Fresh set of plugs for a 7-second pass. Yup. We'll see ya. Oh my God, 8.04. So close.
I think we need more nitrous.
I think Quinn needs to hit it a little harder.
No, we need more
hit it.
nitrous. I'm gonna change this guy.
Evan does not
One more
want
run
to
with
go.
this. One more
He
run with
doesn't
this.
want
I'm
it.
gonna tell
Lean
Quinn.
it out, it's fine.
Don't be afraid, baby. It's just a four banger.
Let's do one more.
All right.
Oh, it feels good. Come on, this is it.
How are you? We need more nitrous.
All right, bump it up. We'll see what happens.
Are we getting 7.9 or are we getting a new engine? That's what's happening here.
All right, so the average for the 150 shot, we had an 8.08, an 8.04, and an 8.15. Average is 8.09. So a significant improvement from the 100 shot. The average on the 100 shot was 8.36. So we are making progress. We all really want to hit into the sevens, so we're actually going to try a 175 shot now. Hopefully that's enough to get it over the edge and hit into the sevens.
Here we go, make or break. This is it. It's all in the back end, baby.
That's it.
I called it.
It's done.
I called it. Don't be afraid, baby. I called it. I called it. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Well,
there she wrote.
I was right. With a 7.9 engine, so there you go.
Oh. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's YouTube episode. Stay tuned. Throttle clips, we're gonna do a full diagnosis on this car, but it didn't look good based on what just happened. So thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. 75K likes will rebuild this car, upgrade the turbo, try to shoot 4 in the 6s.
Really? That's crazy.